从这儿过去吗？对，从外面过来。对，从这儿过来，然后穿上来。然后
有瑕疵是吗？
你这也太，你这个太……
哎呀，这个帐篷比原来我住的真是高级好多呀！我
哎，亲，你要不咱们先把这个弄起来之后再弄，你扶一下。我们先支起来一面，咱们再吃另一面吧，要不然它会。
然后那个。
这样会瘪在一起。
我这里面有人穿衣服啊！哎，我有人穿衣服。
你不一定能行，我也有，但是不好使。
可以了，
我们就先支起来两个，然后一会儿我们真的可以来比赛这样子。然后外面是有那个罩子，再一铺就。用这个吧，用这个吧，不用看那个，不用卷它了。哎，用这个。好，这是。
那我就不要罩子，挺好的。
我
这样可以看露天的呀，可以看月亮。
那你晚上脱衣服吗？
这个他们这个是棉的，这个是。
然后那手边脱了，
好像。
山上也没有哎。
找西西，找江江。
应该是这样吧？
对的，然后
这个挂上呗。
对，上面就有一小的这个，最后一个看这个。还是撑起来。哎呀，错了，不好意思，哎，对的。哎，
那它应该挂在什么地方？
是这儿，这有一个。哎，哪边是门呐？这边才是门是吗？
这不是门，这没有门。
这边门。那就是这样。
从这个进去的。
那这个我们挂在哪儿呢？挂在底下。啊，好，明白了。
不，
明白了。对，
这是门
啊，
关板了。
哪是门啊？这是门吗？换个方向。换个方向。那个有一个卡扣，一卡就卡上了。
好，
解开。好，转。
我们不是之前有两个灯盒放在帐篷里面吗？
拿手机也行啊。
没有，你们那里有一箱子小灯。对，是吧？有一箱子小灯啊。
我有个半灯。
那个棒灯我们可能打我们的人吧。
对，半灯直播的时候。
等会儿。
娘娘，
你那个不行。
你的好了吗？
这个箱子里面。这个。对，装的时候看到你们拿了一箱子。
这里面有好，红的给蓝对，灰的给灰的，红的对红的。
我们现在在塔克拉玛干沙漠里搭帐篷，现在已经是晚上快11点了。我看到了。然后一会儿这个话会有影响。
哟，不对哟，少一个呀。
然后对。晚上的沙漠还挺冷的，如果没有灯的话，就呈现。
Hello everybody, welcome to a new live stream. Actually, this is the part 2 of the live stream we did earlier tonight. And yes, we're keeping our promises and we are camping in the desert. As now you can see, my lovely colleagues are starting the making of the tent and they're doing a wonderful job. It's super fast. Yes, so for our friends on China Plus America, as well as China Plus News, China Plus South Africa, we are camping in the Taklamakan Desert. And hopefully our friends on CRI Learn Chinese will get to see us soon as possible. We're trying to make that happen. Like I was saying, Taklamakan Desert is the largest desert here in China and the second largest shifting sand desert around the world. It can be pretty dangerous. Let's say actually staying here over the night. Luckily, we have a whole team doing this or trying to do this right now. You can see that we have friends taking care of the lights and we are trying to figure out how to camp in the desert. As you can see, these are actually pretty large camps, pretty large tents. It can fit around 2 persons inside. And 这个是好了吗？我可以进去看一下吗？ 这怎么进呀？是从这边进吗？ Okay, so there is a zipper that you can actually zip up or open the tent. And yes, this is a pretty good tent already. If we can open it up. Oh, this is the doing process.
今天月亮真的非常的。
These are my colleagues in CGTN. Hello, hello. We're having fun, aren't we? Hi.
We're making our new houses on the desert.
It can be pretty dangerous. Don't do this if you do not have professional help or a lot of people.
We do have a lot of people.
Yes, and let's go try to get into the tent and see how's it like. 是从这边开吗？哦，是吗？Oh, can see I can get in there. Yeah, I do want to go take a look, but I'm not really sure if I want to stay there for the night. It can be pretty cold. Okay, let me get inside.
你把那个给我。
Okay.
太长，那个头。
Okay, so
Careful, do not roll inside. Otherwise you will...
Hi. Okay, I am inside. I just want to show you.
All right.
Okay, so this is actually pretty thin. To be honest, I can see through this layer, but I think this layer is to make sure that no mosquitoes or insects. No mosquitoes or any insects can get in, because in the desert, like I was saying, it is one of the most diverse ecosystems here. It's only second to the rainforest. There are so many different kinds of plants and insects and animals here. You do not want to sleep with a snake, so make sure you seal your tent properly. And also, for this tent, I want to say it's kind of...
I think it's big enough to be a double room. So would you like to?
I can invite people to join me,
Yes.
but I think the point here, another point here is that
What about your camera person?
my camera
OK，
lady, who's Wu
Camera
Na
lady,
behind the
yeah.
camera, and also Huang Yue behind the camera, they can totally get in, and they might have to, because even though the tent can keep my privacy, I'm not sure it can make me super warm, because it's just two thin layers of fabric or even plastic kind of fiber. So yeah, I'm gonna be frozen to death in it if I do not have company or do not have a lot of clothes. So let's go outside and see how these lovely tents are made. This is fun and wild. And you can see that these are actually stands. They're very fine. I should not be. Okay, see it here.
哦，
It's amazing, isn't it? Lovely. Okay, so if you guys have any problem listening to me or looking at the pictures, if it's not clear enough, please state it in the comment area. If you have any questions towards desert or camping in a desert or creative ways to kill yourself, sorry, that's just a joke. Let me know in the comment area as well. You can see that it's quite beautiful here. Ooh, a competition might start. We're thinking of a competition. 是要比赛吗？
对，我们要比赛。
Yes, there will be a
Okay,
competition.
比赛 competition. Who can make the tent first, and whoever lose the competition will have to stay here, spend the night. So please wait for us. And according to our lovely driver, Mr. Wei, it is your responsibility to make the tent well, and you have to prove it by staying in your tent. So not really sure if I want to compete in such contests, but it's super romantic, and our friends our colleagues in CGTN are also preparing for their live streams as well. So if you want to take a look at it, you can also go find their pages. Also to our friends on China Plus America, China Plus Fleet News, China Plus South Africa, as well as Learn Chinese. Good morning to you if you're in the United States. Happy Friday. Stop working. Watch us. TGIF. Who needs to work on Fridays, right? All right. Let's see what we can do, and let's see if I want to take part into the competition. Yes, we have some comments already right here. I'm saying hello to Gloria, saying awesome, very nice. I agree. We need 2 green tents, super thin, might freeze you to death, but unbelievably romantic.
The moon，the moon，
Check the moon. Like you were saying in the first part of our live stream, this is really a place without any light pollution, so I can actually see beautiful stars and beautiful moon out there. And this is the second day after the Mid-Autumn Festival. 中秋节的第二天. There's a Chinese saying 15的月亮16圆, meaning that because the Mid-Autumn Festival is the 15th day of the lunar, the eighth month of the lunar on the lunar Chinese calendar. So people say that if on the 5th day you do not see a full beautiful round moon, you might be looking at it on the next day, which is today. So beautiful moon and actually making a lot of sense according to Chinese tradition. And I am saying hello to Bernardo, saying, wow, that could be a postcard. It looks amazing. I agree, it can be a postcard. If actually I can take pictures of it and make it a postcard, probably if you are lucky enough, I would be giving it to you later and in the form of an e-card. So make sure you are in the live stream and you are giving comments as much as possible. Please do so. Hello Jessie, you're always here. Thank you so much. And Jessie is saying, please remember to like and share the live stream as much as possible. Thank you. I agree, and I hope you can do that too. And Jessie saying hello to Una and Hangyue. They are
Thanks.
They're happy here. They are wearing masks as well. We are a little bit allergic to the scent, and we can move a little bit towards here.
我们这两个换个位置。
And we have Alberto.
就这儿吧，就是其实这儿可以的，我觉得。然后就从这儿开始，后面能看到。
Comments that I am not understanding right now. And
其实还有两个，你找这两个拿。
you with your tent body saying, Jessie, that is lovely. But I totally do not mind a tent body. Tent body, I like that expression. Yes, and we have a lot of friends watching the live stream right now. Thank you so much for joining in. Like I was saying, we are right now standing in Taklamakan, which is the largest desert here in China. And even we say that it is not an inhabitable place, it is not the place for people to live in. Actually, people in the Tazhong County, the over 20,000 people here have made their effort in building this place into a, let's say, even a tourist destination that you can actually visit and with the professional help safely build some tent and actually spend the night, again with professional help. And right here without the air pollution, we get to see the beautiful moon as well as all the stars. So really amazing. Okay, so good morning to STGT. Hello to you, Maria. Saying other people are watching with you. Yes, we are. And you can see my colleagues are working on a flashlight, which is going to be very useful in the competition a little bit later. Root for me, I'll compete in the competition as well, and let's see if I can make it work, if I have to stay here over the night. Hopefully not, fingers crossed. Hello Greg, saying are watching with you. Hello to you. Jessie saying I am at work, but in a waiting period. Oh.
And they have this very nice lady who's going to play the pipa for us.
Oh, pipa. Oh my goodness, we have a friend playing the pipa for us a little bit later. That is going to be super romantic. I'll go ask her after she finishes her busy work. And we have Miss Kit saying having a weekend away from home is nice. That is totally true. I think we all need a getaway. For Chinese people, after the settlement of the coronavirus pandemic, we did spend a little bit around a year to stay at home and practicing social distancing. We tried really hard not to get close contact with people, and now I think it's time for the rewarding on the National Day holiday. Actually, a lot of people went out and they are experiencing crowded traffic and they are trapped in a traffic jam, and people are saying we are so happy to see that. And we have our lovely people ladies here. 你好，你好，好漂亮，谢谢。哎，我都还有点过敏，对沙子，你都没有事情。我还好，那你弹的话是要坐下还是就站着就可以？
我得坐下。
可以坐下，那我们找一个凳子。好，
就对着站。
或者这样，我们先坐在沙丘上都可以吗？这么漂亮的。
去坐沙丘吧，好呀。
我们来边走边说。你为什么会带着琵琶出来？你是在这边生活吗？
不是，其实是一段旅行。
哦，是吗？是碰到了是吗？
对，因为是之前在敦煌，然后又 又是国庆，然后直接就来到了新疆。
Oh, 好棒啊. Okay, so this is actually a meet cute. We do not have this lovely lady living here or a professional performer. She is actually a travel or fellow traveler like us, and she is having fun here. And luckily, we got to meet her, and she is going to perform the beautiful pipa for us. So let's find a place for the lovely lady to sit down and play a lovely piece of music for us.
哇塞！
可以，没问题。
我们中国有一句话叫“15的月亮16圆”。昨天是中秋佳节，然后今天我们的沙漠里的月亮特别漂亮，所以呢，可以给大家打个光。演奏一首中国传统的民族小调《月圆花好》。我来给大家讲一讲。
Okay, so like I was saying, yesterday was the Mid-Autumn Festival, and shared the saying about the moon being full moon today, and this lovely lady is saying that there is going to be a traditional Chinese piece called "The Moon is Full, the Flower is Beautiful," and this is a great time. So let's take a listen.
往地下放。
马上就很快很短。
Thank you so much. This is unbelievably lovely, and we are so super lucky to have you here. And I will continue talking to our audience. I will talk to you later. Thank you so very much. Thank you. 谢谢. Okay, so we have this lovely lady playing this amazing piece of music, and for me right now, I'm looking at the sand that is super vast, and you can see the mysterious darkness out there. And under the light, the beautiful moonlight, I feel incredibly romantic and a little bit speechless, because when you are in an area like this, you kind of lost track of time, lost track of who you are, what you're doing. You are immersed in this lovely environment, and there is a sense of insignificance of yourself and the magnificence of nature. So really, and once in a lifetime experience. And I think the tent competition is about to start. I was contented when it started. And let's see if you guys have anything to say to me. So I'll try to answer some questions from you guys. Many of you joining the live stream today, and I think we're still in the stage of the last section of the pipa playing. So if you have any comments towards that, more lovely to share the comment as well. And if there are any if there's any question, you can leave it in the comment area. And we have Enric saying, any camel toes? No, not really. I don't see any camel. And I think it is quite a nice place, even though camel is a common animal here in the desert. And James saying, Jesse, thank you for letting me know. Possibly that's what you're saying. Yes, we are in a desert. We are in the top of the desert. Hopefully you guys can see me, even though sure you prepare for a veil or a mask like what I'm wearing right now to cover your face if you're a little bit sensitive to it. At the same time, make sure you know the symptoms of a sun-related disease or a sunburn kind of symptoms to make sure that if during the daytime when the sun is completely shining out there strongly, you can protect yourself and can treat your symptoms if there is any. And we are standing in the Taklamakan Desert, and there is a Taklamakan crossing the Taklamakan Desert. Let's see if I have more information for you from there. While I'm doing that, do you still remember the story we talked about the emerging of the Taklamakan Desert? If you missed the first part of the live stream, make sure you go visit Here I Learn Chinese, China Plus America, China Plus News, as well as China Plus South Africa to catch the first part of today's live stream. We did a live stream around 8 o'clock or 8:30 something, and around 8:50, the light has completely gone out. The sunset is completed, is finished, and now we are in the dark desert. Just check out our shadows. Completely fine. Quite amazing. And like I was saying, well, the annual precipitation is only 25 centimeters. The account of evaporation impact, which is the counting is 150 times as much. That is why making the desert a oasis or making it a forest is super difficult. So it's quite an amazing job for local people or for people living here to make the expressway. And we also talked a little bit about the name of the Taklamakan Desert. There are different interpretations. Some people say Taklamakan actually means the place you can go in, but you can't. It is impossible. But some also say that the Takla means underground, whereas Makan means area or region or homeland or place to live. So people say it's possible that in ancient times, during the Jingjue ancient kingdom, which is one of the a kingdom lost to times in ancient times, that they actually lived or they used to live under or they used to live in the desert and they were buried under the desert, and it is up to the experts' effort to dig it out and to discover the lost civilization of Jingjue, the Jingjue kingdom. We know that Taklamakan Desert is the country's hottest, driest, and largest desert, about the same size as Germany. So if you are from Germany, this is a desert as huge as your country might be. I think the competition is about to start. I wonder how it works and what's it like. Let's go in. 我们的比赛要开始了吗？我们的受众
现在马上就要开始，马上就要开始了。
没问题，太棒了，真棒，狗哥加油！
Oh, this one. So you're doing it in English, huh?
Yes.
Okay, great. I'm afraid I can't talk to you now. I'm ready.
Super nervous.
Very tense.
Very tense.
Ready for the competition.
I think I'm not in the competition, but I can observe and root for the.
I'd like to put you on.
像刚好一会儿肯定会很
Yes, we have plenty of time. We have plenty of time.
Stay here for the match.
No, I didn't ask you to do so. I didn't.
No, I was kidding. Nobody's gonna stay here. It's too cold. Okay, so we are waiting for the competition to get started.
I want another competition.
Oh, Mr. Xu is one of the competitors. Having jitters?
I'll be the champ.
And their live stream is getting started.
Our rivals. Yes. Those three guys. Yeah. One girl, two gentlemen.
So there are two shoes.
对，盖儿。
Yeah,
这个装的还
that's
没
just
好，
two.
装的还没好。
We yeah. 你好。I'm saying hello to our viewers on another platform, which is called the 小红书. I don't know. I just don't know anything about that. 小红书. What does it mean?
An app.
In a red book. Concept of Russian doll. 俄罗斯套娃. It means that when you're taking pictures of someone, another person is taking picture of you, taking picture of people. And I think we're doing Russian doll live streams right now.
1分钟到计时。
1 minute countdown.
Okay, so we're having 1 minute countdown of another live stream. Let's find another angle.
加油！
Thank you, Mr. Xu.
加油！
Okay, so like I was saying, there is going to be a sand or camp in the sand competition, and actually here in the Taklamakan Desert, continuous sand dunes in the large Taklamakan Desert are usually over 100 meters high, and some are even more than 300 meters high, and they move around because of the strength of the wind. So as you can see, we are standing right here. There has been a story, a legend told me by Una, saying that once there were a group of people, explorers, they were doing exploration in the desert, and they jumped into a huge pool. And in the huge pool, they were super happy because it was super dry, and they could not find water. So after discovering the oasis, the large lake, they were super excited, and they jumped into the lake, enjoyed themselves a lot. But later on, when I finished the about 20 minutes pool, or rather than a lake swimming and showering, they realized that they cannot come back to where they were because the lake was actually moving along super fast, and they cannot get their luggage, their camel, nothing was at the right place. It actually reminds me of a Chinese idiom, 客舟求剑. We say that in a boat. The story talks about a group of people riding or sailing in a boat, and they drop one of their dagger into the river. And one member of the group carved on where the dagger has fallen down, and saying that once the boat is stopped, I will jump into the pool and grab my dagger. We all know that it's not going to happen, but I think the idea or the concept is not that easy. In life, you always think about where you were, you always think about what things used to be or what people used to be, and you forget that everything's moving. Even a lake in a desert might be moving. So 客舟求剑, remember that lovely Chinese expression, and think about it. Once you are kept in a box and not thinking outside of it and trying to solve problems in a way that it shouldn't. And I think the competition is getting started. Let's go check it out.
And we also have our nice producers.
Okay, so they are giving an introduction to all the team members of the competition. And apparently we already know that Mr. Xu is leading a team, and another team has around 3 people, 1 gentleman and 2 lovely ladies. I'm not really sure if I want to join a competition like that. I think I want to stay. Okay, so it's getting started. Let's take a closer look at the tent. So for a tent like this side, you can see that 2 people can fit in, and in order to build a tent like this, there are the structural part and the supporting part. Oh, they're talking about the competitors.
And I have no idea
Take a
what
listen.
this is, so find it out
It's pretty
yourself.
loud.
And also this, find it out what it is, and just for yourself.
Oh, that's a sleeping bag. Why not for us?
We ran out.
Okay, so these are the tents.
I give you another bag.
Let's check out the competitors.
I think that is also a sleeping bag.
Okay.
And also we have some lights, beautiful, colorful rainbow.
你们3个是一队是吗? Okay, so we have 3 members leading. They're calling themselves the winner team. Just as Mr.
Xu.
Xu.
Find out where they're going to camp, where they're going to set up the tent. But before we start the clock, we're going to give you 10 minutes. And if you cannot finish the tent, we're just going to let our viewers to see what you want to do. No. Don't open it yet. Don't open it.
Like I was
was saying, this is purely
Like 1 minute in
we
battle.
having fun on the desert, and it's not always as peaceful and as exciting, as fun as this here on the desert. It can be pretty dangerous. So once again, kind reminder, do not try to do this yourself. Do not ask question on Quora, how, as a grown man, how can I cross the desert? It's much harder than you think, and it can be dangerous. But here on the Taklamakan Desert, that, like I was saying, the situation is getting much better for people to live in because of the Tarim Desert Highway, or the Cross Desert Highway, or Taklamakan Desert Highway, crosses the Taklamakan Desert in China. It was built around 1993 to 1995. Actually, at the very beginning, it was because petroleum workers wanted to have better conditions, shipping their products out. So that was the beginning, and now we have the lovely expressway. Okay, so the competition is getting started. Which team are you rooting for?
You're just going to camera right here.
Right here. 只有两个组是吗
What is happening with that?
Okay, it's pretty chaotic. A little bit funny. We'll wait for them to get started. Oh, so it's the red tent team and the pink tent team, right?
Oh, me too, actually. And
Let's take a
the
closer
ground
look.
is pretty chill right now, but it's bearable. It's bearable. And again, we're not going to.
所以徐老师带着两个女生是这样，之前没有空跟我说话。Okay, we can see that this is a very professional and mature tent builder.
The Champong team is really milling everything right here.
Don't look at him, but look at the champion.
Oh, yeah, look at the champion. No. Don't give them your phone.
The pool is
Actually, there is a man.
get them together. The super long one, and the long ones are with the strands to support the tent like that. The first step to build a tent is to make sure that all of your poles that used to be in different sections and folded together are unfold and take together as one large huge pole so that it can support. As you can see, it can bend over a little bit. It's very flexible.
Watches online. What kind of a question?
I know this is a little bit chaotic, but it's actually a very happy situation. And make sure if you are traveling into a desert, you bring a lot of friends with you as well, and you can start the competition yourself. Since we are on the topic, let me give you a little bit more information about camping in a desert.
James said, Huang, how are you, my friend?
I'm doing great. Thank you for asking.
Okay, so we have Huang Yue and Una behind the camera. They are doing great, and Huang Yue is saying thank you for asking. And we have more questions here. James saying, how are you doing? Yes, your friend. Come here, join me. This is Huang Yue. She is having fun.
Today I'm just going to stay behind the camera because
You're not. You're in front of the camera.
I'm really happy to be the supporter for Niu,
Thank
my
you.
favorite,
Me
one of my
too.
favorite hosts.
Okay, so we can see that the first tent is about to be concluded. It's about to finish. That's fast. As you can see, there are the red poles. You want to get the red poles into the red ropes. That is the first step because these tents are really easy to build. They have already, let's say, made everything. It's kind of like building tents for dummy 101 kind of tents. You have the red pole and the silver pole. And you can see that the silver pole are the supporting structure on top of the tent. And the red pole, I guess, is the door area. So what you need to do is just to put the red seat, put the red tent into the red pole of the red rope. So that is the door.
It has like a door at the
The
front.
champion group is
Yeah. So it will look like this when they finish it.
um,
But let's check out the
I think
weather.
that's the silver pole into the silver thread hole. So yeah, they're getting close. They're getting really, really close.
But one single
Oh yes, Jesse saying please pardon the interruption. I guess there has been some interruption. Sorry for that, but thank you so much for staying with us, and thank you guys so much for being here and enjoying the live stream. Hopefully this is a happy occasion, a happy Friday morning. James saying how big is the desert? The desert is about the size of Germany, so it's around 330,000 kilometers. Why? No, wait a minute. No, it cannot be that huge. It's about the size of Germany, so make sure it's really, really huge. And ooh. Jesse Horn saying, did I do okay? For asking how my friend's doing. Yes, you. Thank you so much for asking about us. And Huang Yue is happy to answer your question. That is why she jumped in front of the camera and gave you a little bit of information. Oh, you can see that the first tent is about to be concluded, and sadly the second tent is in no shape now. The second one. Oh, apparently having a very professional and experienced team member in your team is super important. Like Mr. Xu in the champion team, they are doing wonderful, and they are also protecting whoever is living in the tent's privacy. That's very nice. Okay, so as you can see, the first layer is basically the structure of the tent, and also the net layer, keeping the mosquitoes and insects out. And the second layer is for your privacy, and possibly I think there can be some other structures keeping people inside a little bit warm. For example, there can be sleeping bags, 睡袋, sleeping bags, 睡袋. You can put it inside. And I think if you are sleeping in a tent, you should make sure you seal everything and you do not leave a open fire outside of your tent, because if you do so, you will attract a lot of wild animals, and I'm pretty sure you do not want them to be your tent buddy. So that is another thing you need to keep in mind when you're camping outside on the desert. You do not want to leave an open fire outside of your tent. Make sure after camping you put it off and then live in your tent. Let's get closer.
I think
They're winning.
but you need to figure out the other things. What are they and where you're going to put.
I have no idea what these structures are for.
Okay, hi, brother. No. You are about to finish. Figure out the resting. Decorate a little bit.
Okay, I guess the competition has just leveled up. They are asked to decorate the tent, I guess with the flashlights and everything. And yes, you can use a flashlight to
Winners team.
lit it up, but again, do not do it in the desert when you're actually living here, when you're actually living here. And another thing you want to make sure about tents is that there's no such thing as water. If you want to camp in a tent or camp in a desert, make sure you bring a lot of water with you. That's very crucial. And you should also wear looser, lighter colored clothes, and you should also use looser, lighter color. Like the one you can see, they are light green. That is why when you're using dark color tents, you're absorbing a lot of energy and heat from the air as well as from the sun. But when you're using light color tents and use the light when it comes to the weight, it's easier for you to carry them, and also it will keep you safe in a very hot desert, especially for this one being the hottest, driest, and largest desert in China, the Taklamakan Desert. And also we should learn to treat sun-related illness, like I was saying. The temperature difference can be pretty big during daytime and nighttime. So during nighttime, for example, now you can see that I am wearing my jacket and it's super cold. So people are wearing a lot, and that is why they also need to have a sleeping bag with them when they actually camp here outside. But during daytime, it can be really hot and dry, and sun is shining, and you need to make sure you're wearing some sunblock. The thing is, you need to bring sunblock and wear them. And yes, they win.
And our Johnson is already so tired and about to take.
And check out Mr. Xu in the tent.
And it took them about 7.5 minutes.
This is how we get in.
You already win.
Is it? No, it's not. Other side.
Tell us.
这样你出来了，这样你怎么出来了？ He's saying it's spacious. It's good for two people, like I experienced a little bit later. And with these kind of flashlights,
you can actually stick it into the sand. Ah, see? Stick it into the side. Make it a light. It's pretty nice. 有人吗里面？哦，有人。Sorry, it's our 琵琶 lady inside. Sorry, 那你继续哦。你是要睡里面吗？今天？在体验呢。好的，好的，好的。Okay, so the Pipa lady is inside. I'm pretty sure. I'm not really sure if she's going to stay there, but she has just given us a very wonderful and beautiful performance. Like I was saying, as always, you are very welcome to leave a comment in all of our pages, including the China Plus pages and Learn Chinese Facebook page. Jessie saying, James Nicholson, you are quite welcome. Yes, you are, as always. All of you guys are watching and I'm very, very happy. We have James saying, China Plus America, thank you for all the beautiful live streaming you send to us, because I'm learning something new every day about history of China and every places you guys do the live streaming for. Thank you so much for the comment. That is super, absolutely lovely. And thank you guys so much for all the lovely messages. Actually, this is already our second live stream of today. It's the second part of the live stream, as we already know the competitors and the winner of the tent building competition. Sadly, I didn't compete in, but it is a pleasure doing live stream with you and giving you all the explanation and having you experience all the things with us. So thank you so very much. In the future, we are continuing our trip, actually from the most southern part of Xinjiang Uyghur Autonomous Region towards around the middle part of it. We are going to continue explore the people, local people actually living in the desert, their tribe and their life. A magical plants, a forest of that magical plants, and to see why they are so suitable for living or staying here in the desert. And also we're going to Urumqi, which is the capital city of the Xinjiang Uyghur Autonomous Region, and see the bazaar, the amazing markets there. So make sure you stay tuned with China Plus and Here I Learn Chinese Facebook pages. We will see you next time, and thank you so very much. Bye bye, guys.
等会儿他还产品乱了，还放了。我回到月亮上吧。
Yeah, this is right. I think it's perfect. I can give it them like 100% completion.